from It's a True Story, and today we're still in quarantine. I hope you all are taking good care too, and I hope that you're safe, and I hope you're well. And I hope that you're hungry, because we're back once again with the magnificent and talented Gabriella Sophie of Gabriella Sophie Health.
Name change.
Name change. Formerly of Involuntary Vegan, but we are now broadening, expanding, because she's been cooking for people that don't apparently have any kind of food allergies or aversions to eating massive quantities of carbs, because that's what we've been doing here. Gabby's going to teach us a really simple recipe to make bagels, which, by the way, is my little dream. Like, little dream. Second only to making donuts, I guess.
Next time. Honestly, yeah, right? That would be a good idea.
Oh my god. It's crazy how easy bagels are. Apparently these were spied on TikTok. Yeah. Gabby decided that she was gonna adapt it, as she always does, in an amazing way, and she's gonna share her secrets with you right about now. So I'm gonna hand it over to her.
Okay, so honestly, the easiest thing ever, all you need is baking powder, Greek yogurt, and flour. Honestly, that's about it. We used to use everything but the bagel seasoning, but alas, Trader Joe's was sold out. So desperate times call for desperate measures. So today we're gonna use a mixture of rainbow peppercorns and some garlic salt, maybe put some chives, do some cinnamon sugar on some of them. We're gonna broaden our horizons a little bit from using everything with bagels.
That's right. Sweet, savory, and plain. I don't know what your flavor is. I think what your flavor bagel is says a lot about you as a person.
Honestly, I agree.
I'm salty, baby.
Like a toasted onion bagel, or onion with cream cheese and lox. Oh my god. I could die.
Right.
So, are we gonna start?
Yes, we're on.
Okay.
We're on.
We're gonna start with about 3 cups of flour. So we're gonna take this, try not to be messy with it.
I love baked goods. I love watching people make bakery stuff. I love like big fat bake-offs, blah, 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 those kinds of shows. But I suck. Literally, I'm like, anything I make doesn't rise, it's hard as a rock, it's not tasty, so we're very happy and lucky to have Gabby here.
Okay, now we're gonna do 3 cups of Greek yogurt. This is the low-fat plain, but you really can use any type, I believe, so.
The Greek probably makes it a little like denser. Like,
I think it's more thick.
Yeah, you want a little density to bagels. Like, you don't want those thin, weird bagels, like the kinds that my grandma used to eat, like from the package.
Like the really thin crisps.
Yeah, they're not. That's not gratifying. That's no bagel experience. I might have to open another.
Maybe a little bit more.
I'm opening our spare. So this is the part where I contribute the most. I'm opening.
The prep?
I'm prepping. I'm opening some more yogurt.
Looks like it's about in there. And my hands are clean. We washed them right before this. So
Yes. Always wash your hands multiple times.
Now it's our baking powder. So we're gonna do 4.5 teaspoons of baking powder. It's some conversion of like self-rising yeast or self-rising flour. So we're kind of making our own. So the proportion of 3 cups of flour is 4.5 teaspoons.
But if you have your own self-rising flour,
you don't need baking powder.
There we have it.
I know that a lot of baking powder has cornstarch in it. So if you have an allergy to corn, I have not been able to find one that doesn't have any sort of cornstarch in it. And I know that the alternative, like the homemade version, has dairy. So if anyone has any recommendations for me, please let me know so I can resume baking.
Yeah, put it in the comments, you guys. And by the way, speaking of looking at other things on this video, all the links to Gabby's stuff, her Instagram in particular, because that's where she puts some really great empowering information and food related, nutrition related, really good stuff. That's all going to be in the description, so make sure you check out her, go subscribe, check out her stuff.
This is literally it. So you could easily just do this and make some plain bagels. You want to mix it together with your hands?
Yes, I do. I'm going to take off my beautiful bracelets, my high-end bracelets. So it's just to mix it with my hands.
Literally mix it with your hands.
This is the part where it's like, if you have a child in the house or somebody who's exceptionally mature, yes. This is really, really fun. It's super goopy. It's a little like making slime.
It kind of feels like dough though. Yeah, doesn't it?
Okay, so here's the weirdest thing of all right now. Like you can already see, it's starting to get a dough-like consistency.
It's weird.
Which is weird. I guess it's the secret must be the yogurt.
And that was 3 ingredients, right? That was the baking powder, Greek yogurt, and flour. That's it.
Blonde dough.
Yeah.
There it is.
I would like to see what a vegan Greek yogurt does. because this is a super easy recipe to be made vegan.
Right.
Because it's just the Greek yogurt that's the dairy. So if you can get a vegan Greek yogurt, and I know a lot of companies now are doing more of like a Greek yogurt thick type of dairy-free substitute, I feel like it would work. I really do. If you want to like put this into a ball and kind of form it into like a
big ball? A big ball.
Mm-hmm.
Big ball of dough.
Yep.
Dough.
Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut it in half.
Nice.
Well done. It's a very nice, very nice dough.
Thank you.
Cut this into fourths one more time.
So Gabby's just, you can see she's dividing up the dough.
Now we have 4.
Dough division, not to be confused with joy division.
We're gonna cut it one more time. At this point, no matter how many little sections you cut it into is how many bagels you're gonna make. So now I'm gonna take these little pieces and just put them on a pan. And now we're gonna take our first one, put it in. We're gonna take this little mixture and just sprinkle a little bit. And then, you wanna massage it in?
I'm massaging. I'm now massaging my balls. And I'm massaging the bagel with a little garlic powder, salt, and pepper.
Anyone's made challah, you know, by kind of rolling it out, it goes into these really long little strips. We're gonna do that with this right here. Okay? Now we're gonna take some olive oil spray, and I'm gonna spray down this pan lightly. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it on the greased tray, and you're gonna form it into a little circle.
I'm just gonna make it bagel-like shape. That was so simple. Oh my God. So now we're gonna do the savory thing for the next 3 bagels. We'll try chives, we'll try some other things, and then we're gonna do a sweet version as well.
And I think maybe with the chives, do you think the cheese would go well?
Oh yeah, and we have a double secret because my daughter Sophie, her favorite bagel in the world, which I totally end up picking it off, is the kind that has melted cheese on top. So the cheese gets melted in on the end, at the end, but yeah. So
now
we're gonna do some sweeties.
Put a little bit of some cinnamon sugar. Alright, don't fret because in a few minutes you're going to see that we're going to do an egg wash on the bagels and then put more seasoning on top. So if it looks like we're not putting that much now, it's because we're going to be putting a ton on top afterwards.
Boom. Okay. Now we're going to accelerate. We're going to do, another sweet one and then maybe 3 plains. So while I do get the last 3 just plains ready, Gabby's going to show you what to do to get your toppings happening. I'm just pointing out that the dough situation, it's like full-on dough that I feel like you would slave over for 10 million hours. And that you would think that you needed starter and blah blah and all this stuff. You don't.
We're gonna do a little bit of some toppings, thank you, on the ones with the pepper and the garlic salt. We're gonna put a little bit of that on top. We're gonna put it in for 20 minutes and then at the end broil it for about 2 to 3 minutes.
So good.
Okay, and then maybe a little bit of salt on the plain ones, or should we just leave
maybe I'll do a little bit.
A little pinch.
You know I like a little saltiness.
I love saltiness.
I'm a little salty. So a little pinch on the plain ones, because even the plain ones should have a little joie.
I'm gonna move them out a little bit. Okay, they're ready to go in the oven.
Alrighty. We're making bagels, baby.
Off they go.
So it's been 20 minutes, and we just finished the broiling portion. Now remember we put the bagels in for 20 minutes, and then we gave it, the broiling situation was going to be for another
2 minutes.
2 minutes?
It needs less than 2 minutes.
Depending on what's on the top.
Maybe really burnt bagels a little bit. The first batch, but not the best ones.
Not the savory batch. The savory batch are looking amazing.
This counted to 10 literally, and I sat and watched this batch. But I'm going to make Trudy taste this cheese one.
Yes.
Because it looks so good.
Look, these are our beautiful savory, like these are the ones with the salt and the pepper. Looks unbelievable.
And it's cheese and chive.
Yeah, so in the dough is just chives. And on top, we melted some slices of cheddar. Like I just got this kind of small little cheddar slicey thing. And we just put it in the broiler. And
for probably 30 seconds total.
Oh my God. I'm going to do the deed for you guys. I'm going to taste this one. Oh my God.
It looks so good. It smells so good.
They're so good. So you guys, let me just tell you this. If you like what we're doing here, because who wouldn't like this delectable cheese bagel, please like, please subscribe, please follow Gabriella Sophie. All of her stuff will be down in the description of the YouTube. And I want to thank Gabby so much for doing this amazing activity today of making these bagels, all sorts of delightful bagels. And anyways, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. And I'm going to go eat now. What are you guys doing? Like, go make some bagels.
Bye.
Bye.